What's up, guys? It's Sophie. What's up, guys? It's What's up, guys? It's Sophie. For today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a face mask chat, which is basically a chat where your sis puts on a face mask. Today I'm going to be talking about being alone and solitude and how to be alone, why people don't know how to be alone. I am very passionate about this topic, like friendship culture, relationship culture, and how it affects the way that we think and view being alone. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I am going to be talking about different types of people who do and don't know how to be alone. And if for any reason me talking about this offends you or you get mad, that's tough. I don't know what to tell you because I could post whatever I want. I didn't write a script or anything. Like I'm just gonna be talking straight from my mind. I was actually gonna post a video of me reacting to Emma Chamberlain's videos because I don't know who sis is. Y'all keep talking about her. I don't know who she is. One girl commented on my videos saying I act like her or I was trying to act like her. And I was like, I don't know who she is. So I was gonna film that, but then I decided to do this instead because I really want to film this video and talk about this topic. Also, I really want to put on this face mask, so I'm rambling, but I'll post that on Saturday. So without further ado, let's begin. So the face mask that I'm putting on today is the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to Clear Pores, which your sis needs. Yeah, we're just gonna start putting that on. I need a mirror. So the main point this video surrounds is the common misconception that being alone or spending time with yourself makes you lonely. I 100% feel like that misconception comes from society's standards and views on friendships and relationships and like friendship culture and millennial culture. If you're alone or if you don't have a lot of friends or if you spend time with yourself, that makes you lonely. And I hate that misconception because that for a while was like what made me not know how to be alone or like fear being alone. Mine sort of started with FOMO. If you don't know what that is, it's fear of missing out. When I went into the 6th grade, I switched schools. So I went to an elementary school before that and I had my friends there, even though like I don't remember any of them now. But I switched schools and I went to 6th grade to a new middle school with all new faces, all new people. I didn't know anybody there and I immediately had fear of missing out. Like I didn't want to miss anything. I wanted to be friends with everybody. I wanted to be included in everything. And that especially happened when I went into my freshman year of high school because there's also this common misconception that high school has to be the best 4 years of your life, which is complete and utter bullshit. But I believed it, so I was like, this needs to be the best 4 years of my life. I need to know everyone. My fear of missing out was crazy when I got to high school. It was so bad. And because of that, I literally had a fear of being alone. Like I wanted to be part of everything. Like I wanted to be part of like all of the groups, know everyone. Now thinking back at it, like I'm actually sort of glad that I went through that because now I know much better. If you do not know how to be alone and you do not know who you are without your friends, there is no growth. And if there is growth, it is very small. There's no personal growth, I should say. There are so many people like who don't know how to separate themselves from their friends. When I say separate, I don't mean leave their friends, but I mean know who they are as an individual without their friends. Know how to literally be alone. The best way to do that, honestly, like what I did, I just spent time with myself. Like I literally just spent time with myself. Like I ignored it at first, but then the second one I was like, all right, that's rude. It feels weird at first because it's just like, especially if you've never done it before, if you have this fear of missing out, if you fear being alone, but I sort of just forced myself to do it. Eventually I got over my fear of missing out because I just came to a realization that I do not need a bunch of friends and to be included in everything to be happy. I just need myself. And it sounds cliche because so many people say it, but like, a lot of the people who say it don't even actively do it. Like people would be like, I'm my own best friend, but it's like, are you really though? What define being your own best friend? I'm 100% an advocate for being your own best friend. You definitely should be your own best friend. It's more than just saying like, oh, I just need me, myself, and I. Like you do, like that's really all you need. But it's more than just saying it. You have to actually actively do it. And I would say that all the time. I would be like, oh, like I'm an individual. Like I just need me, myself, and I. But yet like if people would hang out without me, I would get tight, like I'd be mad, until like I actively started hanging out with myself and being around myself more and learning so much about myself. I learned so much about myself in the past like 7 to 8 months. One thing that I will say though is that it is important to have some people that you can talk to or rely on if you need it. So if you're someone that has no friends, or your friends are not your real friends, try to make new friends. Like trust me, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But that's honestly what I've been doing for the past like 6 months, is just meeting new people, making new friends, coming to the realization that I don't need a bunch of friends, but just like a couple people that I can go to talk to. Literally, my mom recently said, she was like, Sophie, if you graduate high school with 2 solid friends, like, you're set. And I was like, wait, why is that so true though? So I would say it is important to have a couple people that you can surround yourself with that make you happy. And even if you have like a lot of people, that's great. But my main point is like knowing that being alone is okay, and knowing how to separate yourself from your friends, because there's you with your friends and then there's you as you, and a lot of people cannot differentiate between the two. It's like a lot of people do not know who they are without their friends. Like, for example, I don't know if you've heard this before, but like when people say, oh, my friends know more about me than I know about myself, I've never understood that phrase. I've never understood that phrase. The only way that that's possible is if you don't know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, ask yourself why. Why don't you know yourself? I'm 16. A lot of you guys that watch me are younger than me. Some are even like my age and older than me. I mean, the YouTube analytics says like it's 12 to 18 that watches me. Some I've gotten like comments saying like, oh, I'm 8, but like my main audience is like, I would say 12 to 18. If you've known yourself for like 12, 13 plus years, and you've had friends, let's say like you started making friends in middle school or in high school, so that would be they've known you for maybe 5, 6 years. How is it possible that someone that's known you for 5 years knows you better than you know yourself, and you've known yourself for 12 plus years? And that was literally me in middle school. I didn't know anything about myself in middle school because I didn't spend time with myself, because I was just like, hell no, being alone means that I'm lonely, and I'm not about to do that, which is so stupid. The people that I was surrounded by in middle school, literally, like, I would be able to say that they knew me better than I knew myself, because I did not know who I was at all. And if you don't know who you are at all, and you can't separate yourself from your friends, and you literally cannot be alone. And when I say alone, I don't mean like you're at home and they went out to dinner or something like no. When I say being alone, I mean knowing who you are as an individual without the help of your friends. Being able to separate yourself from your friends. Being able to not be included in everything. Being able to spend time with yourself. And being okay with being alone even means like being okay without having a bunch of friends. I personally feel that people that aren't able to do that result in no personal growth, or if there's any, it's very little, because that's so important. Like being alone or knowing how to, that's so important, at least to me. I didn't blend this at all on my forehead. It's just like 3 dots. And I think that the main point that I'm trying to get across in this video is that you shouldn't be scared of being alone. And if you're surrounded by people that you don't necessarily like or vibe with, you are okay with leaving them or distancing yourself from them. A lot of people aren't able to do that because of the misconception that if you aren't surrounded by a bunch of people, or if you don't have a lot of friends, or if you spend time with yourself, you're ultimately lonely. In middle school, I was surrounded by a bunch of people that I honestly hated. I literally liked none of them. They were mean and annoying, but my dumb middle school self was just like, I can't separate myself from them though, because then I'll have no friends, which wasn't true. I still graduated middle school with like a solid 3 friends that I still talk to this day, that I literally love. But being friends with like a bunch of people that I didn't even like, was more important to me. I wasn't able to separate myself from them because I was so scared of missing out. I was so scared of being alone. Like, if that's you, or if you've dealt with that, it's honestly just coming to the realization that it does not matter. It does not matter. If you don't like the people that you're surrounded by, meet new people or spend time with yourself. It results in so much personal growth, and you learn so much about yourself. I can't even tell you how much I've learned about myself after having spent so much more time with myself. And that honestly happened to me junior year. Yeah, it was junior year. I'm a senior now, but junior year, I didn't have an 8th or 9th period, so I left the school much earlier than everybody else. After 7th period, you did not see me. I was gone because like I wasn't scared of missing out in anything. So it was just like, I'm leaving. If freshman Sophie had no 8th or 9th period, she still would have stayed, because she would be like, but I want to be involved in like what people are doing after school. Like I want to be, no. If I wanted to stay, like if I wanted to do something with friends after school, I would. But it was like the choice that I was able to make, like, oh, I don't want to stay because I don't have to. I don't need to do anything with friends today. I'm good. I'm just gonna go chill by myself at home. Like that feels so good. And a lot of people, believe it or not, aren't able to do that, which is why I'm making this video, because fear of missing out is actually like a real thing. Like it's strong as hell. Like if you have or have had fear of missing out, you know how that feels. You know the longing to like be a part of everything, and you don't want to be alone. Like you're so scared of being alone, but it's like, why? Why are you so scared of being alone? Why do we have to always be included in everything? Why do we have to always surround ourselves with a bunch of people? Like it's not necessary. Just really think about the reason as to why you're doing it. If you genuinely love and enjoy the people that you're surrounded by, that's perfect. That's great. But even if you are, you could still not know how to be alone. That's still a possibility. Whether you like the people that you're surrounded by or not, it honestly doesn't matter. Anybody can have fear of missing out. Anybody can be afraid of being alone. And I honestly, like I said, I blame it all on relationship culture and friendship culture. Like, you know, those people that cannot possibly be single for a minute, like they always have to be dating someone, they always have to have somebody. It's fear of being alone, and it's so tragic. Like that to me is so tragic, and that literally was me too. In order to grow as much as you can individually and personally, you have to know how to be alone. And not all the time. You don't have to be alone all the time, but it's just knowing how to not get upset or to fear other people doing things without you, or to fear not constantly being surrounded by people and needing affirmation from people. Once you get over that fear, like you know how to be alone and you can do whatever the hell you want. It is so freeing. Those are just my thoughts on the topic. Hopefully my face mask doesn't look like, oh, what am I, oh, it's like coming off. Oh my gosh, I think it dried and then I tried to put more on. Let me just put on one last coat, you know. But I'm honestly so glad that like I learned that now. Imagine like having fear of missing out in college, the fear of being alone in college, where you're surrounded by so many people, and even if like you want to spend a night in your dorm, like people are going out, all of your friends are going out to a party, so it's like you feel like you have to go. That would drive me insane, especially with my introverted ass. Nah, that's not gonna work. That's not going to work. Okay, I feel like I'm done. I honestly think I'm done. I'm sorry if I've been looking in the viewfinder the entire time. Like I'm putting something on my face. I need to know how I look. I need to make sure that I don't look too scary. And hopefully you got something from the video, but I'm gonna go wash this off. So I just washed off the face mask and my face is feeling very cleansed, very rejuvenated, very... I can't come up with any other adjectives. It feels great. So that is it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. If this helped you in any way or you could relate to anything that I was saying, give this video a thumbs up and let me know down below so I know whether to do more videos like this. If you want to see like a video where I'm answering your specific questions, it's a little bit more personal to you guys, let me know. I will definitely do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go moisturize my face now, you know, get it beat or whatever. Actually, I'm not, because there's a heat wave and I'm not trying to have my foundation melt off. I'm probably just gonna go for like a natural look today. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for always like listening to my long ass chats. If you got all the way to the end, thank you. I love you, and I will see you this Saturday with another new video. Bye.
I think that I've been dead since the start. Haven't took too much inside my heart, but I don't even care no more.